doing that?
Because they're drinking this thing.
Your mama doesn't raised you right, bruh.
It's only you.
It's a Hawaii thing. Whoa. It's a Hawaii thing.
Welcome to It's a
You're
Hawaii
so
Thing.
spontaneous.
I'm Lanai, and that's Brooke Lee. We've got
Hi,
a very
what's up?
special guest today. He's a musician. He's a writer, composer, comic. He's a comic.
Are you
think-
trying
are
to
you
assure
comic?
yourself of
Yeah,
that?
well, nobody's ever seen him do comedy before, so we're going to ask him if he's done it. Ladies and gentlemen, Tavana.
What's
How are
up,
you, brother?
guys?
Hi.
Thanks for coming in on the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
What you been up to?
Man, I guess I've just been kind of creeping back into the scene as things get more back to normal. You know? Yeah.
New album?
In the works. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Starting to get. I got all the songs written. Just gotta like.
Do you do a whole album now, or you just release one by one?
I still do.
Yeah.
I still do.
He's old school.
Yeah, I still like doing that.
That's
I
good.
do like EPs too, but
Yeah.
I like full albums.
That's
you
extended play for those of you Gen Zers who have no idea what he's talking about.
Very good. And
Yeah.
what does BTS mean?
방탄소년단.
She knows all the acronyms.
사랑해.
Yeah.
사랑해.
Do you watch K-pop or BTS or one of those?
Just say yes so the army doesn't come for you.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
do you really though?
No, I mean, no, I watch Korean dramas and movies. And
Do
stuff
you
like
really?
that.
Everyone's been watching.
Squid Game?
I can't get
Yeah.
it.
Were you into it?
My girlfriend's Korean, so.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
I love
There you go.
Squid Games though.
Yeah.
But that's not
Oh, yeah,
Korean
yeah.
drama, is it?
You know, the best is we're watching Squid Games, and you know, at the end when the bad
Don't
guy
say
takes
anything.
his mask off,
Yeah,
we go.
yeah.
he takes his mask off, and she's like, "Oh, I used to date him." I'm like, "What?"
No way. The girl you're with now?
Yeah.
Well,
That
you
was
got
her ex.
you got some work to do, huh?
First of all, let's get into it for a second because your girlfriend's hot. That's what that says.
Yeah.
That was Bong. Well, I don't want to be racist.
Bong Choi.
No, you're making that up.
Yeah, he's part of the Bebem
But
Bap crew.
his no, don't come for us. Come for him, okay? But
Lordy.
he was in he's done a lot of Hollywood movies. That one
Yeah,
guy.
totally. Yeah, yeah.
His sister, it's the Miss Korea that competed with me
Really?
at Miss Universe my year.
No way.
Isn't that weird?
1970. What year
Wow.
was that?
When his tires are slashed, you're not gonna know why. But now we'll have tape.
So wait a minute. Was it the ex like right before you?
No. It was when she was a lot younger. It was like in her early 20s.
Do you think
Yeah.
girls do that just to screw with us?
I mean, yeah, she could totally just be lying. No.
Yeah,
So-
because Brooke's husband went out with Angela Jolie, but I don't think it's the truth. She just made her feel bad.
Why
Just
would
to
that make you
him-
feel bad?
Because you have to step up your game. You know what
I
I
was
mean?
a Miss Universe. I don't have to step up any game. What? She needs to step up her game.
Do you-
Okay.
do you- you're right. She does.
I mean, I'm married still.
Yeah.
Just saying. Love
Uh-huh.
you, Angie. Yay.
Yeah, she watches this show regularly.
Yay.
What is she? So she was born in Korea, or she Hawaii, Korea?
No. She grew up in Los Angeles.
She's a
But
model,
she was
though.
back and forth between Korea.
She's
and
like
Los
a
Angeles.
model.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's gorgeous. I love her very
See?
much. Yeah.
Awesome. Good for you.
I mean, I'm sure she's a rocket scientist and all that other good stuff because we're
Yeah.
all beautiful women who are smart.
She's an attorney. That's what she
But
does.
she's hot.
Oh,
But yeah,
doesn't. Who cares what she looks like? You got it right there, buddy.
Really? That's
yeah,
what
I
you're
mean,
going with?
you know,
Yeah.
for sure, it's all about the fact that I can have, an intellectual conversation.
That's
with
always
my
the best.
partner.
And she can go over your contracts. You
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
I
a whole nother thing.
haven't had her do that, but
Yeah.
yeah.
So, if people don't know what kind of music you play, what genre do you fall under?
Oh man, I don't know. I hate this question. I really don't know, but
Well, you should make up your own.
yeah. I mean, it's pretty much like island-inspired rock and roll and blues. I'd say.
I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. Something
So
like
island-inspired rock and roll. So island blues, island rock, maybe. I
that.
don't
Maybe,
know.
yeah. I don't really like the sound.
You
of
ever
any
thought
of
about
that.
doing a Hawaiian album?
No, I have.
What does that mean, though, a Hawaiian album? Because
Oh, Lelo Hawaii.
Yeah, I mean,
he's just going to use that word as often as you possibly can because you won't go to UH now.
Well, you didn't understand Hawaiian, so I had to give it to you in
Okay.
Hawaiian.
Okay. All right. So weird. But are you...
Oh, wait. We have to take a break now.
Ugh.
Think about the
I'm
question.
gonna think about that.
Yeah, when we come back, we'll talk more with Tavana. It's a Hawaii thing. We'll be right back. Bringing you what matters. Viewers can receive the Star Advertiser digital full access subscription for just $9.95 per month. Go to staradvertiser.com and click on subscribe. Use the code AHI THING. Welcome back to It's a Hawaii Thing. Tavana is hanging out with us. He's like me, just one name. because there's the government after him. So we were talking about doing a Hawaiian music album. You don't want to do it. You thought about it. Why is it? A Hawaiian music album. You don't want to do it. You thought about it. Why?
I mean, I think
Why?
I would like
Because
to be
you
a part
can't
of one. I
do
don't
it,
think
or
I don't think I would like put one out
it's not in your
solo.
wheelhouse.
Yeah, well, but just it's just not in my wheelhouse. Yeah. I mean,
What if
I
you
would-
did
I
like a
would be
3+
interested in
thing where
being
you
a
had
part
some
of one
words
and
in it,
learning,
but not the whole thing?
and
What if you did like a 3? Like island, like
I don't
Tagalog.
either.
Like the house.
means.
You want to eat? Like you throw in the Filipino and then the English word.
Yeah.
I just did it.
Let me know how it works out.
You want me to make an album now? No, but you do island music. Yeah.
I believe in you, bro.
No, but you do island music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I think my stuff is a little more just like a fusion, of whatever's floating around in my head.
Yeah.
Growing up
Have
here.
you seen him
and
perform yet?
being
I
a
have
fan
not.
of
Amazing.
like,
I'm sure.
He
blues
plays
and
10
rock and
instruments at
roll
one
and,
time. He foot pedals. He has like ukulele, guitar, electric. He has everything. Things are moving constantly. He's not just standing there playing the guitar.
Right.
It's pretty awesome. Yeah. What you do a foot pedal? Both feet are going, right? You're going right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, I've changed the rig up a few times, but at one point I had like 6 drum pedals going at the same time. But now
It's pretty impressive.
So it's like,
I have
who's
like a
the
kick drum and a
redheaded
tambourine and
Howdy guy?
chimes
What's his
over
name?
here.
The one-man band?
The leprechaun from the east. What is his name?
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
He's like from London.
Yeah, he's like a one-man band.
What is his name?
Kind of deal. I forget, but
I'll Google it.
but
later.
he's better. Honestly, he's
Yeah, I'm
awesome.
sure, but I'm
Yeah.
saying that you do all of the stuff yourself.
Do you play other instruments like piano or
Ed Sheeran, I figured out the name.
Ed
Sorry.
Sheeran, yeah.
Okay, sorry.
A little bit.
Ed Sheeran, yeah.
I just had a piano disaster. I just moved in this huge piano into my house, and I had to get it tuned. So I got the guy to come in just the other day on Monday.
Oh,
and he comes in,
that
opens up, he's
sucks.
like, so this thing is infested with termites. I was like, oh my god.
Oh, no.
So now I gotta just
give it to
basically
Ruben, he'll
pay
put it in a
couple
video.
$100 to get it removed. and-
Yeah.
Set it on
You know.
fire.
Actually, that should be your next video
Yeah,
with
we
you
should
on the
catch
piano.
Setting it on fire.
And you light it on fire when you're playing it. The thing just fires coming out, and blah blah blah. But you don't. You play.
Yeah,
you were
it
gonna
would
take
catch
lessons.
on fire because I suck on the piano, but yeah.
Yeah.
I play a
Any
little
brass
bit. I do play a
instruments?
little bit, but I was looking forward to, really working on it.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I
Were you in
actually,
band?
my first instrument was trumpet.
You were a band nerd?
Back in the day, yeah. I was
What
in
school
band.
is this?
I
what
was
school you
the
were?
first trumpet guy, first chair. First in New Valley, or actually first in Cocoa
When
Head
they
in
had an arts
elementary, then in New
program
Valley.
at those schools.
Yeah, and then I played a little bit.
Because
of
they
It's
don't
so
do
cool though.
that
Back in the day, it was
anymore.
kind of like, oh, you didn't want to be in the band. You were the nerd. Now, when you graduate, it's like,
Technically band
I'm in a
geeks,
band.
but,
Yeah, I was the first guy in my school to play tuba, 7th grade, all the way until 12th grade. Yeah, until
That's
my
a
senior
hard
year.
instrument to pick up.
It's
in
the easiest
carpooling.
one.
The
Yeah,
tuba.
yeah.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
it's the same size.
Mine had wheels on it.
Oh, of
They
course.
had this
Literally
thing with
hard for
wheels.
him
I'm
to
not
pick up.
joking. They had this thing with wheels
Yeah,
on it.
it's
You
the
just
case
rolled
that
it
you
around,
rolled it around.
everywhere. And then the other one that goes around you like this, that's more for marching. So, but I played the stand-up tuba.
Okay.
But it's only 3 keys.
yeah.
It's a bass line, so it's
Right.
pretty easy. So I'm not that good at any type of music. So that's why they had me play that.
Right.
I was surprised they didn't make me play the recorder.
Yeah.
You're not that good. Play the recorder.
Yeah.
So you
Recorders
play
are hard.
brass, you play a little piano, of obviously guitar.
So you play brass.
Banjo.
Banjo. I was gonna ask you to bring the banjo.
Yeah,
I
ukulele,
love that
banjo.
sound.
Banjo. That's rare.
It's such a good sound.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that thing. It's
And were you
got like a
taught?
spooky
Oh, you taught
sound to it.
yourself.
Yeah, I love it. It's a lot of fun.
Were you taught? You taught yourself.
I just kind of worked all these things out myself. Yeah. What happened was I was pretty much predominantly playing acoustic, but then
Yeah.
I noticed that whenever I would switch
The first time I saw
instruments,
you, I
it
was
would
like,
draw
"Who the hell
people's
is this
attention.
guy?" It was at the
So I
Hilton,
just started
at
adding
the
more and
upstairs.
more.
Remember? At the Hyatt. It was at the Hyatt.
This guy.
Yeah.
Oh, the Hyatt.
I went there for a meeting, and then the general manager said, "Hey, you should stay. Tavana's playing." And I said, "Oh, I've heard of him, but I never saw you play." And then he started playing. I was like, "Oh my gosh, this guy's playing all these different." I love drums.
Yeah,
like I had a drum set for a long time, but I have no rhythm. But I had one because I wanted to be a drummer. You know.
I bet you were great, Lanai.
No, I can't dance, so you can't do it. We're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, it's a Hawaii thing with Tavana. Long's Drugs is always here for Hawaii, providing your family with their local favorites, accessible health and wellness services to keep you safe and healthy. Make Long's a part of your day. Homeworld, locally owned and quality brands. Let us help you create your perfect home. Welcome back to It's a Hawaii Thing. You got Lanai and Brooke Lee.
Hi.
Tavana is hanging out with us. And how'd you get started in music?
Boy, for me, you know, it was kind of a family thing. My dad and my mom were entertainers in Waikiki way back in the day in the Tavana show. Tavana's Polynesian Spectacular.
That's where I know the name.
Yes.
And then so it was kind of in the fam, but you know, the guitar thing, I kind of took an offshoot. You know, everybody was in Polynesian dance in my family, but you know, I started seeing like, you know, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Jimi Hendrix, and all that stuff. I was like, yo, this is awesome.
That gets more chicks.
I don't want to do Fire Knife.
Too hot. It's too hot.
Yeah, but yeah. So you know, but it's cool because you know nowadays I'm running across guys like Lopaka Cologne and all these other guys whose fathers or mothers were a part of that scene back in the old Waikiki.
Yeah.
And then we're all like running into each other nowadays, you know what I mean? And it's cool to see how
next generation.
Yeah, generations, you know, it keeps going to entertainers, you know, it stays in the family.
Are we old generation?
We're one above.
Is that what
one,
it is?
One above.
When he says in the old days, is that us?
Just one above. The crappy thing about the whole thing is that Waikiki is not as lively as it used to be, and we have to figure out a way. I know it's money.
We were in a pandemic.
Before that, even 10 years before that, when Island 98.5 came about, Waikiki just started quickly. No artists were filling in any place.
Yeah, they didn't have live Hawaiian. Live local
now
music.
You have 2 or 3.
Right. Poolside gigs.
Right. You don't have the big shows. You know, the Don Ho showrooms. The Melka Bang had a showroom.
Yeah.
Society of 7 had a. Everyone had a showroom.
I think I would say that's the biggest difference. Is back then there was a class to it. It was very classy, and it was a whole experience where you would go and get entertained.
Yeah.
And that's just not around. You know, you got guys in the corner playing, and nobody's just eating. And
I always say now it's a cocktail and a drink. Before it used to be dinner, cocktail, and a drink, so you had a date. You know what I mean? Now it's just it's a commercialized. It's tourist, not an experience anymore.
Yeah,
it's background as opposed to front stage.
But everyone should start thinking about how we can bring that back.
I'm all about it, man. Let's do it.
You have other shows coming into town. You know what? Is Legend still here?
No.
Like those,
I don't think so.
They haven't come back.
No.
You know that those types of shows though. Instead of
what's their names? Shaw Thompson them do all the luau's and
but that's not the same.
Yeah, and it's not. I mean, that's a specific genre of entertainment, but it's not like nightly shows.
Right.
You know, like Don Ho's wasn't a luau per se.
No,
it was a show.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like there's an abundance of amazing.
We have enough.
Artists.
We have enough.
Like,
yeah.
You know, I was doing music 6 feet away with Ruben, and we had just this endless list of amazing talent that I got to jam with, and I was like, I remember thinking like,
this is a show.
There's so much to be done on this island with all this talent. It's pretty incredible, you know.
And you can platoon people out if they got to go on tour or whatever. But some kind of island show in Waikiki where it's all of our best artists would.
But there's
kill.
no showroom too. You got to open the showrooms back up because a lot of them closed down and haven't come back.
Well, you know, like the Fairmont Hotel on Maui, they're really trying to go back to those roots. They're doing Hawaiian food, like real kind, not commercial kind. They're doing. They're bringing in Hawaiian music. They're changing the lobby and putting in Hawaiian plants. So now, you know, everything comes in circles, right? 20 years, is it? 10 years? So hopefully something comes back around.
I hope
but
so
you
too.
guys should think about putting a show together.
But then if you're like Stevie Ray Vaughan and that, like who is the local musicians that you grew up with watching? What was that? Was that Peter Moon Band and those people? Or
yeah, I mean, you know,
Casimiro's, all of that?
And, you know, all that stuff was all spinning around my house like all the time, you know. My mom had all the old records of all that stuff, and you know, me and my brother would dig through that stuff and listen to all that stuff too. And, you know, I mean, a lot of those guys were influenced by a lot of the rock scene too.
Yeah, totally.
You know?
C&K, all of them.
Yeah, exactly.
C&K, you know, I went on tour with C&K for like 3 years, just doing comedy opening for them. They had these amazing stories. When they signed their record, nobody knows they signed a major record deal. Was it Elektra or
with a mainline company?
Yeah, international deal. You know, they went on these huge tours and they played with all these big name artists. Then they don't ever really talk about it. Nobody really talks about it.
It was a big deal.
I told Henry, you should write a book.
Totally.
You know, he needs to write a book of that whole tour and the 10 years that they went on tour. Anyway, we got to take a quick break. We'll talk more about music. Tavana hanging out with us. It's a Hawaii thing. We'll be right back. For all your money needs, Hawaiian Financial Federal Credit Union is here for you. Visit hificu.com. Welcome back to It's a Hawaii Thing. We were talking about records and old school shows and stuff.
ADD right now?
Yeah,
or?
well, I found a bunch of records collected in my house. Don gave me a bunch before he passed of his records. They're like still good. You should put a record out.
Yeah.
Kids are starting. Yeah, they're starting to collect them again. If you go to Urban Outfitters,
where do you actually physically get them pressed? Like, do they?
Oh, there's a lot of places. Yeah, and they're cheap right now. I was looking up. We're doing I don't know if you remember the Three Local Boys. We're gonna probably put them on an album.
Seriously.
And yeah, but you can get them for like 50 cents or something.
An album?
Yeah, it's wax.
What was the one song you guys did that's so annoying? White something.
SOS Forever.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
That's some
Look at that.
deep.
That's the good stuff.
But this is the best album.
Isn't
of all
that
time.
Bruno Mars's dad or no?
Replinger.
Oh, that was iconic, my man.
I got a bunch of
Wait, was
records
Bruno
at
Mars's
home.
dad in SOS, or am I making that up?
No, that's very racist. But yeah,
What was
he kind
he?
of looked like one of them.
Wait, which one was he in? No, Touch of Gold.
Touch of Gold.
Touch of Gold.
No, not even Touch of Gold.
Oh.
He had his own Love Notes. Love Notes.
The Love Notes.
How about that one?
Okay.
That's my uncle right
I was
there.
super racist.
Anyway, you
Sorry.
started doing comedy. What happened?
Oh no,
Why aren't you continuing to do it?
What I'm kind of focused on, the whole point was I got up there. I really just wanted to challenge myself, and so I did a string of shows.
Stand-up shows?
Yeah. And it was a lot of fun.
Where?
It was great. It went pretty
Blue
well.
Note and everywhere.
Oh, wow.
And then, but the idea was I just really wanted to start, talk about the old entertainers. I really enjoyed how the old entertainers were able to tell stories,
Yeah.
make the audience laugh, and they had that game sewed up really tight.
Yeah.
So that was the idea. So now I've kind of, pivoted that into this storyteller show that I have every month.
Nice.
I think there's
Where
two.
are you doing this?
Slack Key Lounge.
That's
Where
in
is
Hawaiian
this?
Brian's.
Yeah.
Oh, you did Blue
Oh.
Note too a few times.
I did that.
Yeah, well, two of the best storytellers of all time, to me, this is my personal opinion, in island music is, and they were musicians, was Cecilio of C&K, because he did all the talking and the stories. And the other one was, I just had a brain fart. Don Ho. Don Ho had amazing stories.
Loyal Gardner
in
was pretty
between.
good at-
I never saw her because I'm not that old, but he was, he told some amazing, because his comedic timing was awesome.
True.
And Don would always say, I'm a comic and I'm a singer. Like, he wouldn't say it on stage, but he would say, I like to do comedy. And
Yeah, I mean, so much of those guys, I mean, even the Vegas shows and all that from back then, they were
Yeah.
all really good at that stuff.
I saw
you
Steve
know?
Martin do his whole shtick
the banjo?
Like,
He's good.
Fun and talented. Like,
Yeah.
he can play. Like, that guy's no joke.
So did it help you? Do you think it helped
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, before I went into the comedy thing, it was always like a challenge for me to even speak to the audience,
And then did you take a class? Like, did you go to a groundlings situation? or you
I
just
should've.
trial by
you?
fire?
You don't need to. Trial by fire is how you do
Yeah.
stand
Oh,
up.
okay.
Yeah, you just need time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I did a show Tuesday at Anna Bananas. They just opened, I guess. And have you been to Anna Bananas?
Oh, no, I don't go down.
It's the dark side of the world.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and now it's even worse because
It's
there's
still
a homeless
by UH.
camp.
Bananas
There's
again, or is it
I don't know what it is.
O'Brien's? Oh, okay.
There's a homeless camp across the street, which makes it
Right.
even better. So anyway, there was about 50 people, maybe 40 people there, and 25 of them were comics.
Wow.
Yeah.
But those are the best shows to go and practice
Right.
material, because if they don't laugh, no one else is gonna laugh at
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know, but those are the shows you got to do.
Yeah. That was the first place I did it. Was there.
Let's do a song. You want to do a song?
Yeah.
Did we have time, right?
It's your show. You can do whatever you want.
I lost track of time. What song are you gonna do?
I think I'm gonna play this song called Sparrow.
Ooh. So Spanish sounding.
You have some parting gifts for him too.
Well, I'm gonna let him play for a second.
Well, we got a minute, so what are you gonna give him real quick? So he's tuning too.
I've got you some 8ATs shirts. We love 8ATs.
Thank you for doing the show, Tavana.
Thank you.
Max. Am I making that up? No.
Also, this is not the end of the show. We're at the extended version, okay? On
Pigeon
YouTube.
Emoji. Yeah, Pigeon Emoji. And Hawaiian Chip Company is now our new sponsor. We love them too. And oh my God, $25 gift certificate. So you can get.
Give it to us, Tavana. Go ahead, my man.
Your eyes are like sparrows dancing in the springtime sun. You move like an arrow, babe, with power and with grace at once. Your love is like water poured upon this sun-baked rose. Your mind is like a book of life. There's no good to keep it closed. Won't you take my hand, fall into a sweet romance. Beauty lies behind the mask we wear. Voices like a gentle breeze eases my very soul. Your scent is like a memory I remember from a few lives ago. So take my hand, fall into a sweet romance. Beauty lies behind the pain that we bear.
Tavana, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you check out the extended version on YouTube. We'll see you next time.
He's gonna swear.
Good job. Welcome back to It's a Hawaii Thing. It's the extended version, the long version. What else you want to call it?
I was good with extra.
Extra version. Extra version.
Just 'cause
Thanks
it
for.
didn't make
Make
me
sure you hit
throw
the
up in my
subscribe button.
mouth.
Tavana is hanging out with us. The new term is gag.
Is it?
Yeah.
Nick Barrio style?
Yeah, Nick
Okay.
Barrio style.
Whatever.
Tavana, thanks for joining us, brother. You had a question for him?
Yeah, I want to know what's going on with the beard.
And then
Is
by
this new?
going
Is this a
on-
COVID situation?
No, I had it before COVID.
And then what's with the coloring? Are you ehu? What's happening
Yeah,
here?
it's just, that's the way
You're
it is.
natural red.
Yeah.
Ehu.
Yeah.
Wow. What is that like it's a haole, isn't it? What is the race?
What's your nationalities?
I got Irish in there.
Clearly, it's like
Yeah.
leprechaunian,
Yeah.
actually. And some like a little bit of like.
What else are you?
Well, yeah, English, Irish, Portuguese, a lot of Portuguese.
Pocho. Maybe that's where the red. No, they don't
Pretty
think
much
they're red.
half Samoan.
Yeah.
Oh, just down the line.
Yeah.
Okay.
Armenian. There's Armenian.
How did you?
in there.
There is not
Yeah.
Armenian in there.
Really?
You
What
and the
did you do? 20?
Kardashians.
Did you 24 and me it?
No, I haven't yet.
He's like, no, I have parents,
But
and
my
they
brother
just
did. My
basically
brother
tell
did.
me.
You did he?
Yeah, he did. He's pretty much all that stuff. But yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think there were any surprises. But, yeah.
I would find Armenians surprising. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I didn't know they got this
How
far.
old were you when you figured out you could sing?
Oh, I mean, I was always a guitar player for the first part of my journey.
Like how old? Like how old?
What are we talking about here?
I never wanted to sing. Singing wasn't ever part
How
of the plan.
old are you?
42.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wait, did you go to school at Hawaiian Ryan?
I don't.
Kaiser High School?
Yeah,
You know
I went
Hawaiian
Kaiser,
Ryan,
but
eh?
I don't know if we were in the same year.
Oh, I thought you were on the same age.
Grad, like 90.
Yeah, 90 something, right?
Yeah, I'm 97.
97. Yeah, 10 years behind me. I think Ryan is older than you.
Yeah, he was like probably
Yeah.
94 or
So
something like
old.
that.
Yeah.
Boy,
He's funny.
crazy.
You know Ryan?
Yeah,
He's
hilarious.
talented too. You know, he plays all instruments. He's the one that had the drum set in my house. Yeah, and he would wake us up me and James Roche lived together.
Oh, right.
And he set up a drum set in the house because I wanted to learn how to play drums. But he would come like 5 o'clock in the morning, and then finally the neighbors had it. So we had to cut a deal with the neighbors. You can only play between 10 and 5. Or else we were going to get expelled from the property.
That's a thing.
So you started singing when?
Yeah, I mean, so the way it goes, I went to music school in Hollywood.
Oh, you did
go.
go.
It was just for guitar and recording engineering.
Up on Sunset.
This is on Highland. And,
yeah. That music
Musicians
school.
Institute,
Yeah.
That's
went
cool.
over there, and then I got back, and I was like working at Chili's or something like that. And then like they offered me a gig, and
Chili's did?
Yeah, well, they were like, "Oh, we're thinking about having music, and would you be able to play for 2 hours and a half, like on this Friday?" And I was like, "Yes," and I like just said yes, but I didn't know any
many songs.
I didn't know any, so I learned like 30 cover songs in
No
like
way.
7 days.
Good for you.
And then that was it.
You're
So,
like, James Taylor songs, go.
Yeah, and then we're like, can you do a Chili's tour across America? And next we're gonna book you for
They
Applebee's.
wish.
that was my last job. My actual last
Was
real
Chili's?
job was Chili's.
In
I
Mililani?
told them after I started playing on the Fridays, I was like, I just want to do this now, and they were like, "Oh, well, then you
You have to quit.
I quit my waiting position, and they stopped having me.
Play music, really?
Oh, that's just not good, Chili's.
Well,
What up?
it all works out how it's supposed to.
Yeah, I guess so.
Now you've been touring, playing before the pandemic. Who were you playing
Yeah, I mean, I went out a few times, and it started picking up right before I had like a whole bunch of stuff planned. Obviously, right when it hit, and then that all went away.
with? Who do you usually book yourself with when you're outside of Hawaii?
I mean, we usually just do venues, various cities, wherever we can get any kind of foothold, and then we'll build around that.
Yeah.
And right now we're trying to just go back to it. We're looking at doing some support stuff with, I don't know. I mean, I'm supporting Landon McNamara this coming March.
Yeah, are you guys in a hui? Like, does a hui of you guys go around and play?
That's the best way to do it. That's what I meant.
Like a
who
caravan.
Are you partnering with?
I mean, I haven't been on anything like that. I know some of my other friends that do some of that stuff. Like Paul Isaac will run with like Cass Haley and
Cass Haley's awesome.
Nako and Trevor Hall and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And they kind of all in the same
little group.
crew.
Back in the day when we used to put shows together, we would take like 3 bands, and one of the bands would be the house band. Mm-hmm. That's the best way to do it, right? And then you just do the whole coast. You just get somebody book all the bars, right? Mm-hmm. And that was the way to do it, because now you're at least making a little something. But you gotta grind, right?
Yeah, I don't need a band though. So
you're your own band.
That's the idea. Is like I'm just trying to be able to travel super easy and and just get in and out and just.
But it's cool if you could pair yourself with somebody. You know what I mean?
I mean, exactly. I think the hard thing is that right now I have a booking agent in the mainland, and they're just trying to figure out
who you partner with.
Exactly.
I would put you I would do like John Cruz would be a good one for you.
Yeah.
No?
Me and John play a lot.
Yeah.
We
but as far as touring,
together. Yeah. I mean, I don't think we've ever talked about that, but that would probably
that's a great
really
show.
Cool. That would be great. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about what's his face? Our boy up in where is he living now?
Justin.
Yeah, Kavika
Justin
Young.
would be perfect.
Justin
match
Kavika
as far as a show would go.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Have you done shows with him?
No,
here?
not yet. I'd love to. Yeah.
You know Justin though.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's like so much talent out here. So I think, right now though, I'm kind of trying to focus on getting, going out with some national acts.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
you
That's
have
kind of
to.
Go borrow their audience for a
you
little
have
while
to,
and build from there.
Well, you know what the good thing for your genre right now is there's so much festivals, and they're all coming back strong.
That's right. Coachella's
they're
back.
all coming back strong.
Coachella's coming back. No vax cards. No.
But I think like the smaller like Stagecoach,
right,
would be amazing
South
for
by
you.
Southwest.
South by Southwest. Mm-hmm. Is your agent on all those?
Yeah. We're
That's
basically in the submission processes right now. What they had to do first with all these festivals is honor the old,
of course,
things
that got canceled.
The last 2 years. Yeah. Well, I know some guys at Coachella.
That back. Oh, that's right.
And Coachella owns Stagecoach.
Do they really?
Yeah, so Coachella does 2 weeks, and then when Coachella leaves, they flip it to Stagecoach.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So I think it's only a week though. Stagecoach is
one
country.
of my main goals was to be on It's a Hawaii Thing. So check. Nailed it.
Now you have nothing better to do. What else are you gonna do? You're gonna go backwards now? What?
It's all downhill from here.
Yeah. Going back to the comedy thing, did you enjoy it or were you terrified? Because some people tell me with instruments, the instrument really is your crutch. Because if you run out of things to say, you can play. Did you have a hard time with that?
I thought you worked it into the act. You didn't have like you were just.
Well, he was doing regular stand-up.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
And I can't believe I missed it. I didn't see any of it.
I mean, it was definitely a huge challenge, and I was super nervous about it. I still get nervous. I don't get nervous when I go up and play music, but
right.
Comedy is definitely
it's the scariest thing in the world.
I think it's the hardest one.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, it helped me a lot, like I said, and I mean, I think I'll do it again. I'll do it more.
We gotta do it. We should go do some shows together.
Yeah, I'd love to do stuff with you. I think I only hosted a show with you on it.
No, that night I saw you at
Blue Note,
but I didn't even see you.
Yeah,
I didn't even see you do. I don't know what happened.
What do you mean? If he hosted the show and you were in it, how do you not see him?
Either I didn't watch or I came late or something because I never saw you do stand up, and I was like, when are we gonna do a show together?
Maybe I was just there that night.
I think you were just there.
Oh, maybe that's true.
Yeah, I don't think you hosted that night.
I did a bunch of those and hosted a bunch of those, but yeah, I didn't want to go right in and do like funny songs, because I knew. That's
too easy.
It's easy, whatever. I wanted to challenge myself. So the first like 4 or 5 times I did it, I didn't do that. But then I ended up doing it, and it was like way better.
It's a good crutch. Melka Bang is the master of that. Yeah. Melka Bang would do 6 hours with an electric guitar. He would break to use the bathroom, but I remember watching him in a bar one time, and it was like 6 o'clock, and it was after midnight he got off.
And he played the guitar while he was like delivering his.
But yeah, he would just pick on people, and then he would play a song, take a break, and then he would pick on people, and then make a song up about that. He was just a genius.
Right.
He was
in
great
his prime.
At picking on people, bro.
Yeah, in his prime, he was awesome. Who do you like growing up? Who was your favorite comedian?
Oh, I mean, I listen. I was always, Eddie Murphy, Dave Chappelle. I would watch. All the old stuff, Richard Pryor stuff, and all the new guys I like, Louis C.K., Bill Burr. And,
Bill Burr's awesome.
I mean, even Joe is like amazing to me. Like he's done his podcast thing, but I mean, even his newer stand-ups are like blowing my mind. I think they're great. He's
a great storyteller.
He's good at storytelling.
Rogan.
Joe Coy.
Joe Coy.
Yeah, like he's unreal. Well, I was talking about Rogan, but yeah.
Rogan. Yeah.
Yeah. They're both great. I mean, it's just such an amazing art form to me.
Yeah.
Like, and after doing it, I started to notice the
you
little nuances
and
going like, wow, okay, I see what they're doing there. And I had no idea. It gives you like a whole nother level of appreciation while you're watching stand up now. And you see the techniques, and it's like a whole nother world. But so is the whole, world of comedians that like hanging in a green room.
It's a different vibe.
A whole nother vibe.
It's people don't understand it.
There's that Filipino boy that's on all of social media now. He has
JR
a guitar
or something.
He's a guitar.
RJ.
I don't know, but he's like his whole shtick is he has a guitar and he's Filipino, but he can't really sing.
He's coming with the Boscos.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, I guess he's doing something for the opening of the movie.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah, when you say, it's funny that you say that because only comedians know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like it's very, immediately I noticed it.
Yeah, Jerry Seinfeld always says, I only hang out with comedians now.
Yeah.
Because nobody else understands me. Yeah, because we always talk about comedy. That's all we talk about too, right?
It's true.
You should do this.
It's a lot of fun though. Yeah. I enjoyed it, and the comedian community was really welcoming. To me.
We all know who you are,
and it was really nice of everybody to be so.
Was this a pandemic? So was this a pandemic flip that you did? So if a pandemic doesn't happen, that part of you doesn't happen?
I don't think it would have probably. I mean, I was wanting to do it always, but I think that just getting cooped up and
not being able to gig
a little bit crazy.
Where was your first show?
Pushed me into it. Anna's.
Oh, was it? How'd you do?
It was okay. I did okay.
Yeah?
I did a hosting. He had me host
10 minutes,
and so I got to do like a little bit here, a little bit there, and then probably hosted like 2 or 3 times, and then the 4th time or something, he gave me like 10 minutes.
Dang.
Are you writing?
Yeah, I mean, I use my iPhone, and I
you have to write.
I know that's what everybody says.
You have to write.
Got to write it down
because you have to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you can rearrange it. When you do your iPhone, you cannot.
Well, what I was doing was I was just talking and recording.
That's what I mean.
And
You
then it
cannot.
goes down.
So if you write it, you can see it, so you can rearrange it.
Right, but I mean,
know
when
what
you
I mean?
talk text, you know.
Yeah, but it's not the same.
Dictation.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Andy used to tell me, you got to write it.
Yeah.
Did you write it down yet?
Something
You know?
about that, just writing
Something
it.
about it, yeah.
And you're not even like writing it into your phone. You like
You're physically writing.
That's kupuna
writing.
status
Pen
right
and
there.
paper.
Because the new age people are like, but I can just move the words around like this. I press it.
Yeah,
and then
something
I move
about-
it. I don't need it.
It's
on
like when you
paper.
study.
Yeah.
Something about writing it and saying it.
I
Even
have such bad
Seinfeld.
handwriting,
Yeah, no, there's an entire generation
Yeah.
who won't touch a
Right.
pen.
Did you see Seinfeld's box
dirty.
of write material? He made a book out of
I
it.
saw that. Yeah.
Like he even says you have to write it.
Yeah, I saw that. He's unreal.
You're dinosaurs.
Yeah, but it works. You can't break. You can't. All the good guys that are successful, they write.
Jetsons.
Well, you're great at it, man. So I'll take any advice you have.
No, I don't know. Not great at it, but
I think you're great.
thank you. But it's such a hard thing
The
to
whole
do.
room just went whatever.
Yeah, it's such a hard.
Season 9.
It's such a hard. It's such a hard process. Like if you don't do it, then you're not gonna get it. Like
Yeah,
mean
man.
physically go and do it. You're not gonna get it. And some people think they can. No, I just go up and do it.
No.
No way.
Nope. Yeah, not at all. You have to really be a student, I think, if you're really gonna get anywhere
Yeah.
with it. Yeah.
Yeah, I just do it for fun. So I'm not gonna make money off of it.
Well, definitely not in the Hawaii
Check the
comedy
record.
scene.
Yeah,
Check the
yeah.
record.
They're not gonna make a lot of money doing
My
it.
favorite part of that is that they give you this envelope.
Yeah.
Like $10.
Hey,
or something.
that's no, it's $35, but that's more. That's more
Is
than
it
we
really?
make.
I mean,
If you're doing
the fact that I'm making anything doing
So,
something I'm terrible at is
if
amazing.
you're doing like a club,
Yeah.
you're getting a flat fee per show.
Yeah.
And they get $35 here. If you're doing it for a while, you get a little bit more sometimes.
It's not per person that is standing.
No,
in
say
a
there's 5
bananas.
comics, you get 35. Each comic gets $35.
It's not per head of person that comes through the door.
No, unless you're the promoter or you sold the tickets. So that's why I'll go do all these small shows to practice, and then I'll do my own show. That's where you make the money.
Yeah. Oh.
But if nobody's buying tickets, you're not making money, right? So it's a weird balance. So you can't have kids, because then it means you can't travel. If you don't travel, you can't make money. You don't travel, nobody knows who you are. It's a grind.
I'm sorry, you had kids and
No, I did this a long time ago and then
Oh.
took a break.
got it.
You know.
Okay, because I was like,
Yeah,
you
but then-
did all those things.
Yeah,
and still
but I
worked,
still didn't
so
make a lot of money doing it, you know.
Just saying.
Anyway, what do you like? Just forgot what I was gonna ask you.
Well, I was just gonna ask him just to play some music.
Yeah, let's do a
'cause
song. What other song you
Why
do?
are you talking?
Because we were having a
I
conversation.
want to hear the leprechaun sing me a song.
How do you write your
A
music?
Samoan leprechaun movie needs to happen.
How do you write your music? What inspires you?
Everything, just
Everything?
Yeah, I mean, I pretty usually just whatever happens.
What song you gonna do now?
I think I'm gonna do a new one, something I haven't recorded yet.
Okay, and what inspired this?
Don't steal this song, people on YouTube's.
I think probably being a dad, maybe.
Yeah. How many kids you got?
Two boys.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
What's the name of the song?
This song's called "Rolling On."
Here we go. Tavana, ladies and gentlemen.
Just kind of louder, so. Let me just...
He's gonna adjust.
This kind of weather brings up the past, and these high roads I've taken, they don't ever last. Some strangers can see me better than friends. These moments don't happen ever again, and I'm rolling on. some strangers can see me better than friends. These moments don't happen ever again. And I'm rolling on. I can't keep holding on. There's so much of me that I see inside of you. And when I'm gone, I'll be living through you. Yo, yeah. Oh, now, rolling on. I can't keep holding on. Oh, yes, I'm rolling on. Mhm.
Tavana, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you follow him on social media, Instagram, Facebook. Thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, and thank you guys so much for watching. It's a Hawaii thing. Can you play us one more? Give it up, brother. Thank you for joining us, my man.
Thanks for having me, guys. Well, feeling like I'm falling out in the open air, babe. That's alright, I've been up here. It's alright, no need to care. I've been fighting with my own dark ghost, not trying to hear you holding all these choices I chose. I believe the love inside of you, babe. Please believe the love I have inside me too. I don't need tomorrow or your yesterday. Can you see that now is what we have, babe? You don't need to hesitate. I hope you can forgive me, my love. Don't know how I could have been so blind. I was busy making stories again. Didn't stop to read the story that you were in. You needed me to be myself, and I've been trying this whole time to be somebody else. I believe the love inside of you. Please believe the love I have inside me too. I don't need tomorrow or your yesterday. Can you see that now is what we have, baby? No need to hesitate. Yeah, it drives me crazy.
Yeah.
right.
Good job, brother. Thanks, Sam.